Hey friend, if you're thinking about going on a princess cruise and you want to know some tips about going on princess cruises, I am going to tell you the 8 things that surprised me when I went on my latest princess cruise. 6 of these things I absolutely love, one of these things I absolutely hated, and one of these things I can't decide if I love it or hate it. I'm kind of in the middle about it. So let's talk about it in this video. All right, friend, if you're new here, I'm Linnell and I live full-time on cruise ships. I've been on over 98 cruises with Carnival, Princess, Royal Caribbean, and Holland America. And I have been doing this for over 2 years. So if you're interested in knowing more about how I afford this, what cruises I go on, what types of cabins I live in, I have all types of video on the channel. Just scroll through and you'll get that information. And if you're interested in how I got started, my very first video is linked in the video description. So, what surprised me about Princess Cruises on my last cruise, which was on Enchanted Princess? So, the first thing was the cabin size. Oh my goodness, I was in an interior cabin and I absolutely loved it. I was so surprised by the cabin size. The fixtures in the cabin, for instance, the um, nightstands on both sides of the bed were much huger, probably about twice the size of normal nightstands in cruises that I've been on, and other things in the cabin too. But the main thing that I really loved was the desk area. If you are planning on going on a cruise and maybe you work remotely, maybe you do content creation, maybe you just need the desk area for all your other stuff that you bring on vacation, who knows? But the desk area in the cabin that I was in was huge. I had lots of room for my laptop, for my electronics, for my bottled water, for when I ordered room service. Everything fit. I wasn't trying to squeeze things in and move things around and put things in the drawer when I really wanted them on top of the desk. So yeah, the cabin itself overall was huge. I was very surprised about how nice it was, how much storage there was, the layouts. I loved everything about the cabin. Another thing that surprised me about Princess Cruises, at least on this cruise that I was in on Enchanted Princess, and I took that cruise out of Civitavecchia, which is outside of Rome, Italy, and I love the organized embarkation luggage process. So typically when you get on a cruise ship, you leave your luggage with the porters and anything that you want to hold on to, your important documents, your electronics, your medicines, things like that, your bathing suit if you're going to go to the pool as soon as you get on because you don't want to wait for them to have to deliver your luggage. You will keep all of that with you. What they do is they let you bring those bags to the dining room, and then when you're having lunch or going to the pool or whatever you're doing, you don't have to lug that stuff around. And then when the cabins are open, which is normally about 12:30, 1 o'clock, you can go back to the dining room, get your luggage, and bring it to your room instead of carrying it around. So that surprised me. I've never seen that or done that on a cruise ship. So that surprised me. The third thing that surprised me was the Ocean Now one-time fee that you pay for room service. It was, now I can't remember the price. I should have it. I put it up on the screen. But it was one-time fee, whereas I'm used to either every time you order, you pay a fee and you get as much as you want, depends on which cruise line we're talking about, or, oh, this ship is a rocking, or room service where you pay for each item when you order. This was not like that. You pay one-time fee. I want to say it was $14.99. You pay one-time fee, and that's it for the whole entire journey. Order as much food as you want. Order as many times as you want. The next thing that surprised me was the app features that they have. So there are a lot of different things that you can do on the app that I haven't seen on the apps for the other cruise lines that I've been on. And the ones that impressed me the most, there's a bunch of things, right? But the ones that impressed me the most were, one, you can chat with guest services, so you don't have to go down to guest services if you're not in a hurry, right? Because sometimes it takes them a minute to get back with you. Sometimes it takes them 5 or 10 minutes to get back with you. But you don't have to go down to guest services. You can just ask your question in the chat, and they'll reply back to you. It's amazing. uh, the other thing that you can do with that app, did I lose my spot here? The other thing that you can do with that app is you can, when you are done with your room service, what is that? When you are done with your room service, you can put in a request for them to come and pick up your tray from inside your cabin, or put it right outside the door and request that they come pick it up. But yeah, I've never seen that on any other cruise line, and I really like it. So I don't have to worry about if I had a burger with some onions and I still had some leftovers and it's just sitting in the room waiting for me to wait for the cabin steward to come by, or waiting for at least their hours that they're there to stick it out in the hallway. No, it's not smelling up my room. I can order for them to come and pick it up, and that's amazing. Another thing that surprised me about Enchanted Princess when I was on this ship were two different types of pool lounge chairs. One thing I noticed about the deck chairs here is that they are not as low to the ground as what I normally see deck chairs. So their deck chairs are about the height of a chair. So it's not, you don't feel like you're falling on the ground and then you get worried about, and then be worried about if you're gonna be able to get up or not. So yeah, I like that about these deck chairs. They're not all the way to the ground. But the other lounge chairs that they have, they put these coverings on them, and the coverings are like soft, cushiony material. So it's a little bit more comfortable, but also the backs have a little pillow on the back. Who does that? I've never seen that on any other cruise line. And it's really nice when you are watching a movie on the big theater that they have out there, or just lounging, period. But yeah, it's much, their lounge, pool lounge chairs, deck lounge chairs are much more comfortable than what I've seen on other cruise lines, and that really surprised me. Another thing that really surprised me, and I knew this from the previous Princess cruise that I was on, but it still needs to be mentioned here, and that is the medallion that they have. You get a free one that's on a lanyard, the one that I had. You can also order it as a bracelet or a necklace, but that medallion does everything. Let me tell you. So I'm used to your ship card doing everything, right? But you use your medallion to get in your room, to order different things. When you are in the dining room, they can just scan your medallion instead of swiping your card or writing down your number. Also, when you're going to your cabin, before you even get to the cabin, oh my goodness, it knows that you're coming. So it's going to wait till you're a certain feet away. I think it's 10 feet. But when you're close enough to the cabin, it automatically unlocks the door for you. So you're not trying to scan it on the door or stick a card in. All you got to do is open the door. And the technology is really good. If you are close by, but it takes you too long to actually open the door, it automatically locks it because maybe you changed your mind and you went back the other way or something like that. So yeah, you don't have to worry about your door sitting there being unlocked for a long period of time. To me, it's way superior than the ship cards and even the little wristbands that they have on Royal Caribbean. So yeah, that surprised me. All right, for the two things that, one that I ain't like at all and one I'm not really sure about. So first, the thing that I ain't really like at all about Princess, and I was surprised about it, even though I watched a couple videos, not a lot because um, it really doesn't apply to me right now, but that is the casino offers. The casino itself was great. The machines were fun. They were popping. Some were doing their thing, just taking your money, but some were giving back some good bonuses, and I had a lot of fun in the casino. But the actual offers that they give you, the actual, not offers, the actual rewards that they give you, to me, it just wasn't there. Maybe I need to do a little bit more research about it because I haven't had a lot of time between when I got off that ship and now that I'm making this video, but the rewards that they give you are not as good as what I've seen on other cruise lines. First of all, when you get they call it see you later or see you soon offer, um, it's only out for 6 months, and most people are not taking another cruise within the next 6 months of their cruise. So yeah, that kind of sucks. I just really didn't like it. Even the comps that they give you, they don't give you comps what I'm used to, which is like either from the stores, the shops on board, or the specialty dining. They give you comps in their camera store, which who wants something from the camera store when you already got camera equipment? At least that's how it was on the ship that I was on, Enchanted Princess. Also, when you play, and I played a lot, I ended up leaving down by $1,200. So I went up and down. I probably cycled through maybe 20 grand. But yeah, I left about $1,200 down. And other cruise lines that I go on, other cruise ships, when you play that much, you also get free play that you can put back in the machine and play a little bit more, which 9 times out of 10 you end up giving it back to them anyway. But maybe not, sometimes not. But yeah, they don't even convert any points over to free play. So I didn't like that. So yeah, their casino rewards program, at least for me, is no bueno. Now, the one thing that I'm on the fence about, I kind of love it, but I also hate it, is the door sign that they have in front of your cabin door. On the door, not only does it open for you, but that medallion talks to the little board outside of your cabin. It shows your face, it shows your name. There's a little button you can press for privacy if you don't want the cabin steward to come in. There's another one that says, I don't know the exact words, but you can tell the cabin steward that you need your room to be cleaned. And I absolutely love that about it. That is so super cool, right? It's technology. Let's do it. The problem is, well, I'm not really fond of it. Is I'm a content creator, and a lot of people now have over 100,000 subscribers. A lot of people know who I am, and sometimes I just want my privacy. And I don't really, especially as a, even if I wasn't a content creator, as a solo female traveler, you just have to have safety everywhere you go. So I don't announce my cabin number until I am off of a ship. Well, if I say I'm going to be on Enchanted Princess, anyone could just walk through the aisles and see my name and know exactly which cabin is mine. So for safety reasons, I really don't like that feature. So that's why I'm on the fence about it. I love it and I hate it at the same time. What do you think about it? Have you been on a princess cruise? Do you absolutely love it or absolutely hate it? Or you like me, you're on the fence about it? If you haven't been on a princess cruise, what do you think? Do you think you would like it? Do you think that's something that would absolutely prevent me from even going on a princess cruise? Maybe, I don't even know. I didn't check. Maybe you can ask them to not display your name. Maybe. I didn't think about that. Yeah. Maybe next time I get on a princess ship, I'll ask about it. Or maybe you've been on a princess ship or you're on one right now and you can ask for us and you can let me know in the comments. All right, so those were the things that surprised me the most about being on a princess cruise ship. And hopefully that helps you make a decision about your next cruise, whether it's going to be princess or not, or just if you're already deciding that you're going to go on a princess ship, you can be aware of what to expect. If you have any comments or questions about it, make sure you leave it below. I have other videos, content about Princess, Enchanted Princess, and just cruises in general, about me living full-time on cruise ships, and just about anything that revolves about living this alternative lifestyle. So check out videos on the channel. Have some links in the video description that will show you how you can live on cruise ships full-time without casino deals, how I got started on my very first free cruises, and how and why I decided to live full-time on cruise ships, and a few more videos that I think will be helpful for you. So make sure you check the links in the video description. In the meantime, I'm gonna go and have an amazing time here on this ship that I'm on, and I'll film it. So I'll bring you some content later about this ship. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you have an amazing day, and I hope to see you on the next cruise.